I watched Minions and Monsters, which is the seventh Minions slash Despicable Me movie that there is. In this movie, we follow new minions, though, who want to make a movie. These minions are James, Henry, and Ed. It all takes place in the 1920s or the 1930s, which is the switch from silent movies to movies with now having sound as we know it. And that is the same theme as in the movie Babylon. But these minions don't take drugs and do all that weird stuff at a party, or well, there is an elephant and there is actually a party, but we don't see all the, if you watch Babylon, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's not in this Minions movie. There is weird stuff because it's Minions, but not on the same level as the other one. But these minions want to make a monster movie, so they use an old spell book from a wizard that they once killed and they get some monsters. But that, of course, goes wrong. That is what the movie is about. Now, straight up, I want to get in some of the bad stuff about this movie and then I will get to the good. But before I get too far, I want to say mild spoiler talk. It is just a Minions movie, though, so if you're still gonna watch it and you didn't want to know anything, then maybe click away, but let's just get into it. The movie is all over the place, meaning that there are so many storylines happening and ending just as quickly as they came. They start the movie once again like the first Minions movie, where these minions want to look for a big boss that they want to work for. They want an evil boss. That's what they like the most. So they get this huge guy and an evil wizard. Just like in the first Minions movie, where we follow them getting new bosses and then also killing them. And this also takes place, or it happens in the first 20 to 30 minutes of the movie. We do learn here how James and Henry and even Ed became friends, but still, it could have been a lot quicker, in my opinion, because we had this already in the first Minions movie. Now, the real crazy part is that the monsters only come in at the last 30 minutes of the movie, where in the trailer, it looks like they go on this journey with the green Chutulu baby, but that journey takes like 10 minutes, if not less. We also have four big stories going on during the movie. So they're looking for the big boss, which is one. Then all of a sudden, they want to make a movie. Then the third thing is that they have to find a monster, or they go on this journey for the monsters, and that goes wrong because then they have to fight the monster because, they're evil. And the fourth thing, and this one is the most random to me because I didn't even know that this was in it. At the end of the second act, I think, they introduce a character named Dort, who is a robot from outer space. And he also wants to take over the world. So the other minions follow him. And then there is an entire love story with this Dorth and another character, which is very random because it takes longer for this storyline to happen than for the minions to actually find the monsters or create them. Oh, yeah, and this Dort robot character is voiced by Jesse Eisenberg. Of course, this movie is made for kids, but how quickly the storylines change, it makes me think that they made it for when you're scrolling on TikTok or wherever you're scrolling, and the attention span only lasts for like a couple seconds or for so long until the story needs to do something new. So I think that's maybe in their advantage for children now, which is pretty sad. But for me, it felt very rushed and all over the place. That's just what I think, though. Also, the new minions are fine. I know people were complaining about it not being Bob and I think Kevin and Stuart. The minions are all the same. You can give them any name and they're just the same characters. There's one guy that is deaf now, or he doesn't talk. Anyway, they use sign language for this minion, but other than that, it can be the same minions and it doesn't matter. I also think minions are immortal for some reason, so why change them? Now, what I do like is, and yes, I know, but it's a funny movie. I laughed a lot. There are stupid jokes, but fun. Also, there are so many references to older movies from the 1920s or 30s. With we see Charlie Chaplin working in that factory from that movie, which I forgot the name of right now, and we see Buster Keaton and that house that falls on him. Also, the movie opens with the horse rider, the first moving pictures. We even see the train, which I got scared when I saw that train. I wanted to run out of the theater because I thought I was going to hit by the train. If you get that, please let me know in the comments if you get that reference. Now, look, the movie is just your average Minions movie or Despicable Me movie. I especially like this one joke where they summoned the killer pink glowing bunny, from the trailer. And the way they undo the magic spell is by shouting Command Z. I think that was very funny. There are just clever jokes, but they could have left Dort out of this movie, in my opinion. My girlfriend found the movie funny as well, but forgot that the monsters were still gonna show up because it took very long until the story got to the monsters, which really is just the biggest complaint about the movie. The monsters showing up very late and then Dort being there. If that was taken out or changed, then it was a much better movie. Anyway, I think she would have given it 3 stars, if I'm not mistaken. I give the movie 3.5 stars, though. Still, because I do like the movie and I thought it was funny, like I said, and it ends up at the 11th spot in my ranking of movies from this year. Do you guys want new Minions movies? Also, do you want me to watch all the Minions movies and rank them? Also, are you curious to me making a video about the kill count of the minions? Because they make some really awful kills. Like there's crazy things happening when they accidentally kill these people. But I'm curious to see what the kill count is of the minions. I hope you will all find that interesting when I make that video. Anyway, did you watch Minions and Monsters? And did you like it? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video.